Good evening, everyone. This is Mike. I'm here to do a little bit of a commentary on a new horror film called The Boy, which I saw just a few hours ago at my local Monsterplex. And I think it's the last night that it's showing at this particular theater because I was the only one in the theater, which was kind of a creepy experience, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being there all by myself. And I'm slightly deaf from the volume of this film. I mean, it was really a loud, loud film, and I think that I don't know if they turned up the sound equipment specifically for films like this, or if they just had no idea how loud it was. But it was actually kind of painful in some scenes. Anyway, so The Boy is sort of a by the book, connect the dots, fill in the blank horror film about a young woman. She's an American who goes over to the UK to be a governess to a little boy. And the place is located way, way out in the country. I'm not sure where they filmed this, but it may have been an authentic mansion. It was this huge, huge house that looked like something out of The Haunting. I don't know if it was a real house or not, but the sets were terrific. I mean, it really had good cinematography, good atmosphere all through the film. Can't complain about that. Anyway, so this young woman goes to this house, this very nice couple that look like they're way past middle age, but they had a little boy. Um, anyway, well, they're telling her that they have a little boy. His name is Brahms. That's spelled Brahms. Brahms, as in the musician. And Brahms is supposed to be an 8-year-old boy, but when they introduce this young woman to Brahms, um, he's a doll, right? He's this very creepy looking porcelain faced doll with very fake looking hair and eyes that look like they are real. Of course, the doll doesn't move, the doll doesn't do anything, it just kind of looks at you. So when this young woman first meets the doll, she starts laughing because she's sure that these people are playing a joke on her, but they are 100% serious. So she just starts to go along with it, thinking that, okay, well, they're supposed to be going away on a holiday and leaving her in charge of the house and of the kid, and she's supposed to be doing this for a couple of months. Well, so she decides to play along with the gag, what she thinks is a gag, at least in her mind, until they leave, and then she just puts the doll in a room and just, I'm not going to worry about this stupid doll. So, of course, things start to happen where she begins to suspect that the doll is alive, things that can't be explained. And it's one of these films. I don't want to give away any spoilers in case there are a lot of people out there who are just dying to see this movie and you haven't had a chance to see it yet. I have to tell you that I had the most fun watching this movie. I was laughing through a lot of it because it was so predictable. There really were no surprises. I almost instinctively that she was going to get up at a certain point in the middle of the night when there was a rainstorm and there was lightning and there was thunder and the house is dark, and she's going to pick up a candle and walk down dark corridors and slowly reach toward doorknobs and turn them. And then all of a sudden there was going to be some big jump scene where you just sort of jump out of your chair. That's exactly why I wanted to go to this thing, because I wanted to have that experience, which I don't get very often because I don't go to see a lot of modern horror films. I stay home and I watch the old ones, but I wanted to have that experience. Excuse me, just for fun. So this looked like it was going to be great fun, and I wasn't disappointed. If I haven't said that already, it had every cliche in the book about someone being trapped in what appears to be a haunted house. And the actors were good. The lead actress was a young woman named Lorene Cohan, and trying to think who was there. There was another young actor who was supposed to be a guy from the village who was supposed to help deliver food to this house, and he knew about the doll. He knew about this kid. Supposedly, this kid, there really was a kid in the family who had, I guess he drowned at the age of 8 or something like that. And these people were so filled with grief and they couldn't accept their son's death that they actually replaced him with this doll. And they treated him as if he were a living kid that never grew up, never got older. So the other actor, young guy, an English guy named Rupert Evans, okay? And I've never heard of any of these actors. all these names are unfamiliar. The director is a guy named William Brent Bell, another name I'm totally unfamiliar with. So The Boy is actually, as I said, a great fun experience, and I'm glad that I went. It turned out to be um, a very non-violent film until close to the end, and then there was a lot of very quick running back and forth to tie up all the loose ends and get things done so the movie would end. And there was a lot of violence, but I'm very thankful that it wasn't overly graphic and we didn't have blood spurting all over the screen. So I don't know. I can't necessarily recommend The Boy as a good film. Certainly not a great film, but it was, for what it was very well done. It was actually just a B film, a B horror film that broke no new ground, but did everything that's expected in modern horror films about this kind of subject very well. And I have to admit, it was an enjoyable experience. I don't think I would buy this movie, but and I doubt if I'd ever really want to see. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing it again. There were a lot of there were some good things in it. Some very creepy moments, and I have to admit that doll was very, very disturbing looking. I could not live in the house with that doll. It just wouldn't work. So anyway, so those are my feelings about The Boy. So if any of you have seen it and you have a different opinion, I would love to hear it. So thank you for watching.